Hi guys, it's Mark Wilson, your pond man, and today's question is how do we prevent green water in a fish pond with no filtration? So the best way is to use oxygenating weed. Basically what this does is it outcompetes the green water or the single cell algae for food. If you put in water lilies, yes, they'll shade the pond, but they won't actually take nutrients out of the water because they take the nutrients out of the soil, and you actually need to feed your water lilies to make them flower. So the best way to prevent algae in a pond without any filtration is plants, oxygenating plants, or plants that will live in the actual water itself. So you can see I've got a number of different plants here. So we've got hornwort, which is ceratophyllum, that's a lovely one. We've got frogbit here, which is a lovely, it's sort of almost like poor man's lily, and that basically floats on the surface, so it actually competes with the algae for food because it's taken it from the water column. We've also got some brook lime. There's a number of different bits and pieces of brook lime. So these plants will actually raft along the surface, creating shade to stop, to stop the light penetrating into the pond of algae, and also they'll remove nutrients and compete with the algae for food. Also we've got some algae, and again it's a case of just chuck it in, and we've got some more brook lime from a different pond that's a lot more healthier, and again that's more of a rafting plant, and some more algae. It's just a case of spreading it out. And what you want is about 2/3 of the pond covered with oxygenating weed or different plants that will actually take nutrients out of the water, competing against the single cell green water. So that's the best way to prevent algae in a fish pond without any filtration. There's some more hornwort going in. Lovely, different types of oxygenating weed. And what we do is we basically put it on the surface and we just scatter it around. Because it's green, what we don't want to do is we don't want to put little weights around to make it sink, because the algae will block out the light. So it's just a case of chucking it in. It does look a mess for a couple of days, but once it all starts turning around and picking itself up, it will get much better, and the algae will be starved of light and also nutrients. Because we've done a pond clean on this one, there's not much nutrients in there, so the single cell algae is going to start competing or being out competed by the oxygenating weed. So it's a different types of oxygenating weed grow at different rates. So again, that's another good thing. That's why I've put on a mixture of oxygenating plants. Some people actually say you don't want too many plants in there because it actually deprives the pond of oxygen. Well, all plants, they use oxygen on an even keel. So all of the time you've got plants that are using oxygen. In the day they're actually producing a lot more oxygen than they're actually consuming, but at night they carry on using the same amount of oxygen, but they actually stop producing oxygen, so they're using more than they're actually producing. So, but that goes for all plants, algae or oxygenating plants. So the best way to prevent algae in a fish pond without filtration is plants. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.